Just make it clap. Just make it clap.
I was like,
It's Kane, Jake, and Taz and Nina. We in the studio. It's been a while. It's the last podcast of the year, and Christmas time is almost here.
Yeah.
So grab a drink and have a cheer. Drink a fucking beer.
That's like that.
Cheers. Bars. What's up, peeps?
What's up?
It's only been about 4 months. How's everyone doing?
It's literally been like 4 months.
It's been 4 months to set up this fucking podcast today, but
Only took us an hour and a half.
yeah. But yeah, guys, it's been a minute. Hi, everybody looking at home, all 5 of you. One of them's going to be Taz, the other one's going to be Nina.
Looking for reels.
So hi to the other 3. Mum, Nan, dog. Yeah, it's been a minute. How's life? How's life?
Really, really good. I've actually just like quietened down now for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you've been off for like a week, and all you keep messaging me is like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? What if we did this? I was like, Jake's obviously got nothing going on.
I'm back.
Jake's got nothing in the world.
Holiday
going on.
does not exist.
He's like,
in
yo,
the world, Jake.
let's set up some podcasts. Let's do this. What should we do about this? What do you think about this? And in my head, I'm like, Jake's not got any work on.
No. I honestly came off of like a 3-4 month spell where I was just flat out, and then it just went doop, stop. Everything just stopped at the same time, and so I'm filling the gaps, doing taxes, all that bullshit.
and resting.
No.
Yeah, a little bit of resting.
Yeah.
It's
I am actually resting more. I'm actually spending time on Jake. Me and Kane were talking about this the other
We'd like
day.
to hear.
How there's never like, it's always business Jake or business Kane. There's never human Jake or human Kane.
No,
And I've been working on human Jake for a little bit lately.
human Kane
Love that.
doesn't exist.
A little bit more
A
lately.
little bit more lately.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
Most definitely, yeah.
Like I recognise that this is a quiet period, so I'm human Jake.
Yeah, he's there. He's there.
He is
Anxiety.
in there.
Anxiety is here for the first time ever. He's here.
Oh.
It's okay, guys. Fine. Get through it.
Guys,
Something real good.
Who's next?
Anyway, Nina's back. I haven't seen her since
Nina.
2019. What's up, Nina? You've
Since
not grown.
when? 2018.
2019. Pre-Rona.
pre-pandemic.
She's not grown or aged. She's been in an ice
You're
box.
gonna be one of those like 65-year-olds who still look like 25, aren't you?
Yeah, and then when I'm 100, I'm going to be like 2 foot.
Can you guys hold the fort for 3 seconds? See, I told you it's that day we're on the sofa.
Are we stopping recording?
You've poured over your drink.
That's right. Are we just still talking? Bye, Kane.
Bye.
Bye. Where have you been, Nina?
Where have I been?
Yeah.
Just living life, trying to sort out Christmas, because not a vibe.
Not about
Christmas
Why-
is in 4 days.
It
Is it?
stresses. It's like,
Why does it
'cause,
stress
you
you
know, I'm
out?
an adult now.
You're not an
and
adult,
you
Nina.
know, you got to do adult things,
You do.
and like, there's more people in the world now.
Like who?
Well, just.
Are you talking about like buying? Is that what's
Just
stressing you out?
family is.
I just say my presence is enough of a present to you all. And that is what's happening this year, because I'm broke. But
It's just when people don't tell you
yeah,
what they want.
Yeah, I'm the same. I just
People are hard
because
to
I
buy
buy
for this
everything
shit.
that I want.
my whole family are like this, and I'm like, what's left?
Do you know what I mean?
But
Like,
then I can't talk because I'm the same.
buy
I'm
me
like,
some
I don't know what I
boxes.
want.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good one. Links Africa.
Links
That's always a
Africa.
good
No,
one.
if anyone ever gets me linked to Africa, just go straight on the bonfire.
How disrespectful and rude. What are your plans for Christmas this year? Anything exciting?
Nothing. I'm filming 2 concept videos in the
On
gap.
Christmas Day?
I
No,
thought you were
Christmas
going
Day.
to say, you know, I wouldn't surprise
yeah.
you.
Do you know,
Do you
he'll be
know
like,
what?
guys, I'm doing a princess party on Christmas Day.
Princess party.
Yeah.
Did you say no? That was today actually.
Oh, okay.
Princess party. I'm not the princess.
He
Just to
is.
clarify.
Again, wouldn't surprise me.
Again.
Jacqueline in full flow. Do you know what I do every Christmas day? I go for a gym session
On Christmas Day.
on Christmas Day.
Do you know what? I actually, 2 years ago, or last year, I went for a run. I don't run. I've retired from running.
At the grand age of...
Did you ever start?
Lockdown, I did a 10K, and then I
Did
was
you?
like,
Never.
I'm out. I'm out. I can't do this anymore. But I went for a 5K on Christmas Day at like 6 a.m. I thought I was being productive. But the rest of the day, literally had the best day ever.
Feels so good.
Yeah, it really does.
Do you know? And the reason I do it is just for Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner. Go for a gym session.
I can't wait. I'm so
Go for a gym session like 2 hours before Christmas dinner. And oh my days, it's the best food you've ever had in life. That is the way to fully enjoy a Christmas dinner, is go for a gym session. Or run. Anything that's just like, gets you going.
But not everyone has the luxury of having a gym.
You can have a home workout, do some push-ups, some one-leg RDLs, some Bulgarian split
Here we
squats.
go,
For
guys.
all you peasants who don't have a gym, this
All
is
you
what you
fucking
do.
peasants.
100 push-ups.
One-arm push-ups, let's go.
I wish.
Honestly, try it. Try it. Gym session.
Next year.
Boom.
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 What about you?
This year, just spending time with family. Yeah, lucky to just be at home and spending time with people. So that, don't knock my face out, please. That is the plan, which I'm really excited for because most years I'm super busy.
Kane, you're sacked.
Oh,
Bye.
Don't breathe on the lens.
I've shown everyone my teeth.
But yeah.
What they look like.
pretty chilled year, which I'm excited for. It'll be nice. Nina, what are you up to?
Again, yeah, family.
What's that
I
look?
never go like I don't know how I'd feel about going away for Christmas.
Yeah, some people like to go on holiday for Christmas.
I had a Christmas in Australia once. It was so weird.
Did you like it?
No, I hated it.
Oh.
You play
you have
Christmas. You
barbecues
play Christmas.
in
You have
Christmas?
Yeah, you eat like cold food
Shrimp.
because it's summer.
Shrimp and a Barbie.
They literally never eat shrimp.
I don't know what that was.
And you play
On
cricket.
Australian. On
That's
the
what you do in
beach
Australia. You just
with
play
a-
cricket.
with a
What were you
Christmas
like?
hat
And you
on
just
or
get
something.
drunk. It's great fun.
I was gonna say.
But it's just not Christmassy at all.
Not for you, but
Yeah, I
for
was
them.
gonna
that
For
say.
is.
them it is.
I bet if they came here, they'd be like, "This sucks."
So why does everyone just sit
Why
and
is
eat?
everyone sat inside watching Elf 17 times?
And it would be elf.
Yeah. Or why are they watching Home Alone? Like, do you know what I mean? It'd be one of those.
Yeah.
It's just there's nothing else to do. It's
Anyway,
too
what are we
fucking
talking
cold.
about?
What we're doing
Just
for Christmas?
Christmas.
Would you like to?
No.
Oh. Good.
Christmas. I am waking up. I'm opening my presents.
If you've been good.
I'm never good. I'm watching Georgia open her presents if she's been good, and watching Hallie open her presents. Going to Georgia's mum's,
And
dropping
she's
off.
definitely
Because
saying
she's
good.
always good.
Hallie, no.
No.
Saying peace out to Georgia, and then I'm going to Wales, spending Christmas with my family. Wales spending it apart. The morning
yeah.
together, afternoon, evening apart.
Got you.
Balance.
Balance.
Balance. Does it feel weird, like, having to turn off for Christmas? Because, like, all four of us are, like, hustlers. I know you've been off for a little bit, but, like, mentally you're still on. But, like, does it feel weird to try and turn off for Christmas?
I get stressed. Do you know
What?
what I mean?
Doing
Like,
nothing.
I'm like, I need to do
I feel like you should be doing
something.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
opened
get
your
that.
drink? Okay.
No,
Yeah, cheers, team.
we start him. Okay.
Cheers, Taz. Invisible
Cheers.
drinks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Chink.
Oh, I wish it could be. Oh,
I caught you. It's fine.
Yeah, you find it hard just switching off because you feel like you could be doing shit. I did hear Jake say you go to the gym on
So
Christmas
then I don't
Day.
relax.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Do you feel guilty? Like I go, I'm like I could be doing so much more right now.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
maybe
we were talking
not.
about feeding human Jake. Like I don't like feeding human Jake. I find it weird. I don't know how to do it.
Being a person.
Yeah.
I've got no work until the 8th of January.
Bruh. That's a long time.
Proud of you.
That's the longest I've taken off in like.
I'm literally at the moment. I'm just messaging him, being like, "What are you doing? Please
Yeah.
take a break."
And
That's
I've
what I've
turned
been
stuff
doing.
down. I've said to people like,
Have you?
"Yeah,
Nice,
don't ask
dude.
me to do stuff."
That's the hard part, is turning shit down.
I'm sure it'll change by next week.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
sure I'll
gonna
be
say,
like,
he'll be booked.
Actually.
I'm sure I'll be like, guys, anyone need a workshop?
That's me. After like 2 days, I'm done. Like I'm just like, give me something to
Normally it's 2 days. For me, I feel like it's going to be a bit more. Like since September, I've been doing 7 days a week.
do. Yeah. No, I get
I've
it.
had like 3 days off since September.
2020.
Yeah. Since September, I've had like 3 days off. So I'm like, I'm quite excited to actually not. It's weird though. I always keep saying I'm excited to not dance, but that's not true. I'm excited to not teach because I taught on Friday at base, which was the quietest class I've taught in the longest time ever. No one came. I made zero money. Let's just say it was like a charity class. Because nobody, literally, it was like 8 of us in the room and 2 of them didn't pay. So I don't even know if I paid rent, so I might owe base some money. But I'm not paying you. Cut. But I had so much fucking fun. But I feel like I had so much fun because the room wasn't packed and I didn't feel like I had to be like,
The giver.
I didn't have to be on. Like I didn't have to make sure 40 people got the same amount of love and attention. I just had to focus on 8. And it was so easy to focus on just 8.
Yeah,
that I
that's
had
nice.
the best time.
That's nice as a student as well. I think they probably would have really appreciated that
Yeah.
the class wasn't like
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder.
But also, though, I always feel like in the past when I've been to classes and they're dead, that means the energy's dead. and then it's a shit vibe in the room. So I made a really conscious effort to try and like,
Be the provider of energy.
yeah, I was like the class clown. Like they kept telling me how funny I was. I was like,
I know.
I was like this. Tell me about it. Did you say I'm a comedian? So yeah, so that was dope. But then I hadn't danced all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, which is a long time for me, really long time. And then last night I went in the, what day is it today?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. So, and Monday I didn't dance. So then last night I went in the studio and I turned like a proper weirdo, like a serial killer. Had all the lights off in the building. Not one light on was in Wilkes. I went into Wilkes. Didn't turn one light on in the building. Just danced in the dark for 2 hours straight.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you couldn't even see yourself level.
I could because I had like outside light glaring through the window, but it was like,
I loved.
but it was nighttime, so it was still pitch black. So I could just
Yeah.
see like silhouette of me. I did have a few moments of nervousness where I heard noises and I thought, oh my god, someone's in there.
That would be me. I couldn't
Like-
dance. I'd be like, ah.
Every time the music stopped and I heard a bang outside, I was like, oh my god, someone's come to steal my shoes. But but it was dope. Like, and it was nice to just dance for no purpose whatsoever.
I like the fact it's still my shoes, not come from my life. It's like the shoes are
Same
held
thing.
above your life.
Same thing. I had these on. They're cute.
Thank you.
They're cute. Yeah. But it was nice to just like be a human. I danced
Be a
for a
human.
human reason, not
Like
for a
dance
work
for
reason.
yourself rather than dancing for like
Yeah, it's-
someone else.
It was nice.
That's what I've spent quite a lot of time choreographing, and I'm just like, I'm doing me.
And
I haven't
and
been in the studios to fuck around and be me.
but
you
was
know.
it choreographing to teach or just for fun?
Just me.
nice.
Just like
Challenge yourself.
challenge myself. So I'm going to do like 4 completely different combos. As like
Mm.
completely different feels.
Nice.
Just
I like
to-
what you did this week.
Thanks.
You put the shuffle on.
Yeah. I was
Not like
quite.
a tap
Do you know
dance
what? I was
shuffle.
happy with the shuffle.
So what made you think I'm gonna do this?
'Cause I was
Explain what
just-
you did first.
For hey guys. So
I love how she fully eye fucked the camera. She said it. Hey guys.
Book me.
I don't.
Yeah.
I know some. I know some choreographers who've just screenshot that.
I put my phone on shuffle. I have a whole range of songs on there from Adele to I don't know.
Is it the choreo playlist? Did you
No,
shuffle it or just
my
shuffle?
Whole, like,
Just the whole
songs.
shebang. So it could
Yeah.
have been like fucking
Opera.
I'm a
D&B.
Barbie girl.
Because that's on there.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I was like, I just want to expand my creativity more and feel like even if I hate the song, I just got to push
Gonna
through.
make it
and
happen.
Like, if
make
you want a
something
job.
happen.
You had a dope
Yeah.
song though as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But you smashed it.
Thanks.
It was really good.
I think I want to try and do that every day of the year next year.
Every day of the year.
Yeah, that makes
365
combos.
times.
I know.
Eight
I know
eights?
that's very
Hey,
ambitious.
what are you making? Like 4 counts a day?
You could just do that and make like a 12-minute number by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Just keep adding on.
Maybe pick one song and just add on an 8. Add on an 8 every time until you finish the song.
Hey, that's quite cool.
Well,
Yeah,
she's
that is
talking
quite
8
cool.
8s every day.
Yeah.
Not happening.
8 eights every
Eight
day.
eights.
I hate to ruin your dreams. Not happening.
No, but even if
Me
it's
and you
like
tried to do that
crap,
for freestyle. Remember we did this for free. We sent each other. We sent each other a song. We sent each other a song every day to freestyle.
We actually did
that
quite
lasted
well, a
like
month.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Our real
Hey.
editor is never going to translate that.
It's Nina now. Nina's going to be our real editor soon.
Like I said, our real editor is never going to translate that. I mean, I fully respect the I'm going to make this
it's
happen.
ambitious, but
Ambitious. Bitch. What are you planning on doing? Nothing every other day?
no.
How
Hey.
quick?
Just
How
like-
quick? Hold up. How quickly does it take you to do 8 8s?
Like half an hour to an hour.
Yeah.
I'm saying like
So, and
I
this
could
is the,
I could
and is it
make
8 8s of like just any combo, or is it 8
Anything.
8s of like I haven't done this movement in a choreo in like a year?
No,
'Cause
as
that's
in
the thing.
It could be
You-
any.
you
Yeah, it
wanna
could be movement I've
choreograph?
done before.
You want to choreograph or you want to just move to songs that you're not like freestyle?
want to choreograph?
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. That takes ages.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
if you could just like shuffle your thing and just move to a song and then like take inspiration from it, I'd be like easy.
And I think
Say
it
go
takes
for it.
half hour now because it's still fresh.
Yeah.
But and you're in a creative flow.
be like-
But when that creative block, trust me.
when
I
you're
teach
in the
7
rush,
days a
you're
week.
like-
Trust me. I get to teaching 5-year-olds and I'm like, I can't think of an 8 count. Like they can't even clap their hands and I'm still struggling. Like
Don't you find the first 4 counts takes like an hour, and then everything after
And
that
everything
you're
else
out.
just flows.
No.
First four.
For me, the
not-
first
yeah.
2 8s is chill, and then
And, like,
after
you get the
that,
ending.
I'm literally the same as you.
Yeah, the first 4 and the last 4 counts. I find
full
that,
counts.
yeah, just like the intro.
That's 4 steps.
The moment I'm at the 4
One,
That's
2,
like,
3, 4.
You could do that easy.
No, honestly, the moment I'm at the first
That's
4
just
counts,
2
I'm
kickball
good.
changes.
That's 4 jumps on the spot. Done.
Yeah.
Easy.
Do you know?
No, but-
Because my openings end up being the same
The
thing.
same.
Boom, 1 every time.
Or maybe you should challenge yourself not to do the same opening.
That's what, because that's the part that's hard. Is I try and think of a new opener.
Yeah, my thing is though, you never want the first move to be too OTT.
Yeah.
Like to
Because
me,
then,
it needs
then
to be
there's no energy to
it
go
needs to
into.
be a
Like catch
conversation.
split.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it can have it needs to have an exciting first 8, but not an exciting first step. Because that first step would be like me going, "Hello, like, hello, how you doing? You right? Yeah, how's life?
I'll
What
do
you
that
up
for
to?"
my
Like
next
you'd be
one.
like this, shit. Like I need to warm you up, but the first 8 still needs to be intriguing because, like when I watch Instagram, why do we always come back to social media? So fucking shit. But when I watch an Instagram video of someone dancing, they have an 8 count to win me. And if I'm not interested after an 8, normally I'm gone. Unless it's someone I know
interesting.
that's
Yeah,
going to
yeah, yeah.
deliver. And then I'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll suck
Here
it
we
up.
go.
I'll give you 2.
Or it's
Like-
a banging song.
Yes, but most of the time I start watching them on mute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you know,
'Cause
I
I
never
played-
tried that.
The
Mine-
moment
mine
I see
usually
it's a
does
dance
it
video, I hit the.
automatically.
I play a game so I watch stuff on mute and try and figure out the vibe of the song or what it is. And then when I press the music, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, I guess kind of correct. And if I was way off, then that probably means they weren't very good
Yeah.
at their job.
You failed.
Yeah.
Next.
I'm like that. This is definitely Sam Smith, and then it's like Busta Rhymes.
Oh.
Like you're whack, I'm whack.
Yeah. I always struggle. I like to choreograph quite rhythmically. And like, you know, when you big up a piece, like a bit in the music and you're like, I'm going to do something really good to that. Then you get to that bit in the music and you're like,
What do I do?
nothing.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Not one, nothing.
Not a
I
step.
can't hit one thing.
I was looking forward to this bit so much, and
Yeah.
I've got
And
nothing.
now I hate it. Crop.
The other day I was doing one, and I had I made up a section to a part of the song where I was like, this is gonna be sick, and I was like, but I feel like it's wasted on this bit of music, like
I
a
always
specific
do
like
that.
a specific like 3 steps in like I don't know, it just was like it's kind of gimmicky, but it felt cool.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, nah, it's too soon. I'm gonna keep it, and then I forgot to use it, and then I finished it. And I was like, I didn't put it in. I didn't go back though because it'd ruin the flow of
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
else. Some people choreograph like further forwards and then come back to like the beginning. So like some people still do like the chorus and then they'll do a pre-chorus,
Right.
or like, do you know what I mean?
I've never.
Some
done
people
No, I
teach
can't
like that
do
as
it.
well.
Here's a
I've
question.
had people teach like that as well.
I think it's good to teach like that if you think, let's say, the chorus is like the chunk of dancing, but the pre-chorus
yeah.
isn't
It's
just
like
like
a
an
prep
intro.
for
But
it.
you don't want to waste loads of time on the intro.
And then
So
not
you
get
teach
to
the core,
yeah.
not get to the dance bit. Like I did Fly Styles' class. You're my hero. I did Fly Styles' class in
If
LA.
you're watching.
You're definitely not watching. But
But we can reel this.
yeah, and if you are watching, you probably don't care. He taught X by Chris Brown, and they'd just done it on a TV show, and it was sick. And they taught it at Millennium, and it was the busiest room I've ever been in my life. And it was like $25 for the class, and he taught like the intro, taught everything. And just before the dance break, he was like, "So groups," and we were all like,
No.
"What?" Like we've done
When you
all
paid
the
that money
intro,
as well.
which was dope.
Yeah.
But like as
was
the
it
song's
the-
about to drop, and like you could see the disappointment in everyone, and then he's like, "Oh, do you guys want to learn the next bit? Like you don't just want to like do groups?" And I was like, "We want to learn the next bit, bro." Like I was very vocal,
You
was like,
vocal now.
Kane, how's he gonna say?
and then I went over to my agents because they were there, and they were like, "What did you think? Did you have a good time?" And I was like, "Well, I kind of booked a day off work for this, and I've danced the combo twice, so no, I'm not very happy." But
But yeah, great.
but the combo's sick, and I'm grateful to be here.
Here's a question that I was thinking about the other day. You know how when like people teach, they teach steps, then they demonstrate it to music, and they normally demonstrate it twice. They go like, "This is the rhythm pattern, and this is the details," and then they carry on teaching whatever. Don't you think it'd be better to demonstrate the bit that you're about to teach first? Because then you're teaching to the rhythm pattern that they understand.
This also, can I
Go. It's a
carry off
question.
of that question?
Yeah, okay, mate.
So, how, when you teach, do you feel it's better to, because some teachers don't play the song they're going to teach before they teach.
Yeah, this is kind of what I'm saying. Is like you're teaching a rhythm pattern without showing the rhythm pattern. Do you know what I mean?
But sometimes I think
Kane, go
that
off your phone.
some
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Once again, Real life shit. Human shit.
Human.
Human shit.
You know, like
Sorry.
you're carrying the oil
Business
machine.
now. I
right
know.
here.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What was it?
Keep going
I
because
was
I don't know.
saying
What
No, go on,
you're
Nina. Or was you just adding to the question?
About playing music before teaching the routine.
No, I don't want to hear it.
No, I think that's wrong.
Some people
Told
do
you.
it. Like some people go.
Told you.
Some people go, oh, like so you can get the vibe of it, and I'm like, but if I don't like the song, I automatically don't
Switch
like your
off.
class.
Yeah.
Like if you do it and then like Nicki Minaj comes on, I'm like, I'm out.
I also think
There's time for me to go to another room.
Yeah.
Like,
I also think sometimes if you know the song really well, that you can like, if you talk about like dancing at the end, you know what I mean, like not being too early for the rhythm. Like if you know the song, it's so easy just to like steam train through the whole thing. Whereas sometimes if you like wait until you've learnt the combo first,
And you
then you can like actually tap into that rather than just like dancing with the music on top as opposed to dancing to the music.
yeah.
But do you know, I mean, so many times like a choreographer will say, all right, there's going to be a DDD here. And you're imagining what a DDD. Do you know what I mean? Or is it a DDD? Like, but if they played the song, you'd know what that DDD sounds like.
Yeah, but I
Do you know
mean,
what I
I
mean?
want you to
I get what you're saying.
I want you to teach me 2/8, then show me the music.
I
Like,
think
so then I get an idea, but I just don't want to, I don't want to have a preempted feeling about what's coming before it comes.
yeah. I think there's
Because you could lose me from the jump.
Because there's been times where I think there's a Justin Timberlake choreo that you taught once. And you...
Choose your words wisely.
I was like,
I'm about to cuss him, man. No, I can't remember what it is. You said there was a rhythm pattern and he went da-da-da-da, whatever it was. This was years ago. And I just couldn't get it. And the moment the song played, I was like, oh, I totally get it now. But if I heard the song before, I'd have understood the last 20 minutes of the class.
So you want me to make your job easier for you?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying, well, yeah,
That's-
that's
oh,
as
yeah,
a
yeah,
teacher,
yeah.
that's your job.
No, to make you a better dancer is my
But
job,
is that
not to
not
make it easier.
you're,
For you.
Yeah.
you're being a better teacher?
Yeah, but that's not the real world. That's not like
you wouldn't
what
be
always
being
happens.
prepared for.
I mean, that's
But
not
this is
true.
what
It's
I'm
not a
saying,
job
like-
you'd hear the song before you do it. But like, I'm challenging your brain to figure things out. Like, I don't want to give you everything. I give you lots. I'll give you every count and every rhythm. But I think to let you try and figure something out on your own is an important part of class. I feel
Okay.
like we're spoon-fed too much in class, and I'm bad for that. I spoon-feed quite a lot, but I also am happy to let you all die. Like, that's why I like dance games at the beginning, because it's your brain having to figure it's you having to figure stuff out for yourself. It's not going, no guys, it's this, and teach it like choreography. You give 3 or 4 patterns and then you go take a minute, figure it out, and everyone's like, oh, what, and if you can't do it, just keep going, and everyone's like, what. It's a good part for your brain to
Yeah.
figure stuff out, because if we're always going, no, it's 3 and 4 and, or it's e oo ah, or it's d d d d d like, sometimes we give too much, and obviously that depends on who you're teaching, right? Because if you're teaching a room full of beginners, then yeah, you want to help them. But if I'm teaching you clowns, I'm not giving you anything.
No counts, nothing.
Literally so.
Okay. So hear this. The other week, I taught.
Is this a
in-
silent?
I taught in complete silence. So I was teaching, and next door they were doing like some degree assessment shizzle. I kept getting told to be quiet, and I was like, I'm trying to be quiet. The music was obviously too loud. And then I made a joke, and I was like, right, we're not making a noise for the rest of the class. And it was like 50 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that, hour. I don't know. I taught the whole class without saying a word, without making a noise. Didn't give them like a noise, no rhythm pattern of noises, nothing. And they picked up like the whole combo. But it was the best class I've taught in ages, because everyone was so engaged. And like, we had fun because it was funny, because we were giggling, trying not to laugh and trying not to talk and trying to be quiet. But I was like, at the end of it, like, they picked up actually better than they normally would, because they had to concentrate so much more.
Concentrate more.
That's really interesting. I want to try that.
It was dope. It was super fun. And it really challenged me as a teacher. Couldn't even do that.
Nothing. Nada.
Nada. Okay, I got a question for you guys.
Hit me.
What do you think is your biggest achievement of the year?
Go. I probably thought you were about to say something.
No.
Because you
No, I
took
was
that
just going-
pre-breath. And talk.
No, that's me thinking.
It's hard. I was trying to think about mine on the way down. And then I was like, I come up with like 19, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Biggest achievement or biggest takeaway?
no, that's not what I asked. Is it? Stop changing my
Because I was
words.
going to say ask the same question, but a takeaway. So
Yeah,
biggest
well-
achievement.
See how we're
Gibson
trying to
Media.
think
Gibson Media.
You're welcome. Yeah, keep.
But like, I feel like I've learned and got far with a skill set that I've never had before, and actually made more money from it
Than your actual job.
than my actual jobs. You know,
Yeah.
and the caliber that I feel like I'm working at already is pretty decent.
How how proud of yourself? How proud are you of yourself?
Hard question.
Yeah, super hard, because then I think about that and it sucks. But it's good
Because
to
I
acknowledge,
always
right?
expect more
Yeah.
from myself, and I
Yeah.
never settle. I am super like I'm very. I was thinking about this the other day. So I'm super proud of everything that I've achieved this year. Like every brand that I've put effort into this year. I'm proud of the total outcome, but I'm not necessarily super proud of just Gibson Media. Do you know what I mean? Because
But
I know
how
I
proud
can
of
get
you
better.
of Gibson Media?
Out of 10,
Yeah.
6.
Oh, you should be more proud than that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Don't be
Again, but
hard
this
on
is the thing
yourself.
is I'm always expecting myself to be.
Yeah, for sure. I get
bigger,
that, but
but-
I'm more proud of that. I'm more proud
Of
of you than you are of you.
But yeah.
But
Okay,
I mean,
go on
that's
then.
I feel
normal.
that's usually
Yeah,
the
yeah,
case,
normal.
though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like, what would you say?
Of what? Well, mine is
No, proud. for
of
me.
you.
Yeah.
8.
Hey.
8 to 9
Okay.
I feel like
what
you-
what would have scaled that extra 2?
to get it up.
Yeah.
Less mistakes,
Okay. In
choices. Not necessarily in your filming and stuff, but maybe within choices that you've done, or personal things that no one else would know about, but what we know about, which has happened within your branding.
that's happened very recently.
Recently.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that.
Especially because so Jake's biggest. Not airing your laundry, but so it has context. Jake has maybe made a communication error, which is normally his strength.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, because your biggest strength has become your biggest weakness on one occasion, and it's actually quite an
I
important
don't think I
one.
communicated wrong. Just saying.
No, of course you don't, but it obviously has.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
I always say,
Nah, it
your-
has
and I
bit me
say
in the
this
arse.
to everything: your biggest strength is your biggest weakness.
Yeah. It has bit me. Yeah, it's hard. Not hard. It's manageable.
Yeah.
Um,
So
and-
that would make it your 10.
Okay. I respect it.
That's fair.
That's fair. No, 100%. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Could you give me a fair response? Okay.
But otherwise, you're a gangster and you're amazing, and I'm
Lovely.
proud of you.
Thanks.
Everything else you're shit at.
Come back to me.
You've lost the remote from
Oh
my light.
no! Come back to me. I'm loving listening, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
Nina Benina. Don't give me those eyes.
Oh my god, why do you look like you pooed your pants?
Is that what you're most proud of?
Not
I learned to wipe my own ass.
Take your time.
I don't know. I don't want to do anything like generic. Do you know what I mean?
Why?
If that's what you're most proud of, that's what. we're
Yeah,
most
like
proud
I don't like that. Like you're allowed to be
of. Why can we not speak today?
You're allowed to be proud of generic stuff. That's life.
Well, I've done like my first professional TV
There
job.
you go.
this year.
That's not generic.
generic. I went on
No,
TV
but, like,
and I
no, but,
performed.
Like as a dancer, I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, like this job.
Yeah, but that's
but
your,
that was your first
Yeah, but
break
that's
into the
your
industry.
yeah.
Mm.
bitch. You think that's generic? Then wait till you hear mine.
No, yeah, that's mine.
You always be like,
Love that.
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
It should be
That's
super.
dope.
We talking the show. What's the show? I can't remember the show.
Of course, of course. I
Chris
got my
and Rosie
first
Ramsey
TV job.
show.
We're talking about a show. No
I
shit,
can't
Jake.
remember what show name was
Chris and
it.
Rosie Ramsey show.
Thanks.
I'm obsessed, guys. I'm actually obsessed with that podcast. Well, with them. So I
Really?
was like, go Nina, go! Yeah. I was gonna ask for an autograph, but I got scared.
Don't ever do that.
That's why I didn't.
Yeah,
but
good girl.
thank you.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's not generic.
No, not at all.
Go and ask 90.
Yeah.
Go and ask the whole population of the world if they think that's generic. They're gonna say no.
And you choreographed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun thing. For
Tinny
me.
clap, tinny clap,
Fun
tinny
thing.
clap.
Tinny clap.
Nice.
There
I
you
guess
go.
you're not going. you're giving me the look like fuck off game.
No, I can go.
You go.
You go first. You go first.
Mine is the training program. 100%.
Yeah,
Sure.
come on now.
That's my
Yeah.
biggest achievement. Do you know what? Not even of the year, probably one of my whole life.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Like
Love that.
Fuck knows what. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I had to say something.
without no program, there's no you, Jake. Oh, that's how you got your biggest achievement was from the
Oops.
program, and that's another reason why it's part of
It
mine,
was a
even
seed.
though it wasn't this year. It was
Okay,
a seed,
that's
yeah,
good.
bro. Of course, it was a
Air
seed.
5.
Air 5, but with no seed, there's no tree.
I know. That's what I'm
Anywho,
saying. I'm saying it was a seed.
It's the program because it means it has so much meaning to me. So for selfish reasons, it's my favorite thing, but for selfless reasons, I see how much impact it has on others,
Mm.
It's
Eh,
meaningful to them as
and
well.
I see how much impact it has on others and how much it actually changes. And it sounds super deep, but how much it changes people's lives,
Mhm.
and it changes their their feelings about themselves, not even about dance, but about them. You know what I mean? And that to me is like, I'm part of the reason, which does make it selfish because it brings it back to me. But as a whole, it's having more of an impact on the world than just like, I killed dance steps or I did this or I did that. It's like, I've done something, but the side effect of me doing it has had an impact on over 100 people. And I'm not saying 100 people have felt the same way. There's a select few, which I really feel like is changed probably a big part of their lives. But that to me is priceless. It's not because they pay for it, but it's relatively cheap. But yeah, that's probably my biggest one. And then there's like job ones, like which I'm like, yeah, I booked my first movie, or like I worked with my dream choreographer. But when I think of it on the scale of what means more to me, they don't even remotely come close. Which
And that goes to show it's about meaning, not about status.
Yes, because 10 years ago, if I'd said, what would you rather? I would choose the jobs all day.
Yeah.
Whereas now I would choose the training program over almost any job. So that's my most proud.
And hats off to you.
And
do you know what I mean? Because I'm
a 9 out of 10 proud of me.
Come on now.
A solid 9. Not 10, but a solid 9.
What would make it a 10?
That I have a longer session. So
Really?
I can impact better.
Well, I don't think.
I don't want a longer session because I also feel like there's detriments to that.
Yeah.
But I would like to have more of an impact than I already do. I
think there's other ways to achieve that.
And I would love to be able to offer somehow to make it more one-to-one with specific people that feel like they want it one-to-one.
That's cool. I like that.
Not everyone one-to-one, because not everyone wants that.
You should charge a premium.
But say like,
Premium package.
yeah, thanks businessman.
Yeah, I was like, come on, man.
Yo,
No,
instead of 8, that shit's 110, but 110 you get private calls. Just saying, come on now.
But like, let's say like, which us as friends, we do it anyway, but let's be like, oh, I'm going through something, like, can you help me with this decision? Then I can help. I wish I could do that for everyone who needed it.
110, baby.
No time, baby.
Too busy.
Yeah, but it creates you more
Can
time.
you create 9 days a week for me, baby? But yeah,
120? I'm kidding.
go. By go, that was for Taz people. 10 of you listening.
I would say I'm most proud of my resilience this year.
Come on
I
now.
think,
Come on
yeah.
now. You're my hero. Just
You're
saying.
my hero too.
You're my hero.
Thanks, guys.
I was thinking about this the other day, actually.
When a hero comes
You're gonna make me
along
cry.
You can cry.
with the strength to carry on.
I'm being serenaded now. Wow.
I don't know the rest of the words. Yeah, go on.
I just think that not even just in the later half of the year, but just like the whole year, it's like I don't think people talk about like it is hard to keep pushing through, but when it's something that you love and you know that you actually can't live without, and I've definitely been tested with that, especially recently, I'm proud of myself. Just keep going. So yeah.
Sick.
Yes
Thanks.
for you, girl.
Yo, I think I always say the most successful aren't the most talented, even though I do think you are the most talented.
You are also dope at what you do.
But like
But you've also got the mindset.
most resilient and the people with the best mindset are the ones that make it. Like,
And do you know, I was thinking about this the other day. It's like people who absolutely love what they do are the ones that can continually get up from a loss. And it's so clear how much you love what you do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about all like business adventures that I've done that I've given up with after a week because I don't love it. I don't care for it. You know, but the shit that I love, I'll fucking take a hit every day and
Yeah.
still push forward with
So
it.
yeah.
You know, like just for
It's
example,
crazy what you'll do. Like
For
when
the
there's
thing-
something that yeah.
like the other day, how openly to talk about this, I got a court case letter for a ridiculous sum of money from a company that I've been battling for the last 3.5 years. And I said to myself, like, nothing's taken that gym and studio away from me because it's to do with the gym and studio. I was like, I don't give a fuck if I have to work twice as hard as I already am working. Like, I'm still going to get up and
I'll
tackle
sell
it
my
tomorrow.
shoes for you to keep that building.
100, I'll sell everything. I'll sell my car. Like, I'd sell everything.
I'll sell my shoes.
Nah, I love you, bro.
Oh, let me see that.
Oh, that was
Because
a moment.
I know how much that
Reel
means.
that.
I would.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't sell my shoes for nothing.
but do you know what I mean? It's like, and the only reason is because how much like love and passion I have for that kind of element of my life.
Yeah.
I'm just copying you, boo.
Biter. Okay. Next question.
Hit me.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned?
Don't look at me.
I don't know why I keep looking at you, Nina. I feel like
No, 'cause I'm just-
you're a fast thinker. Go.
No. You go.
I know, I do know mine. So it's on kind of part of what we were saying earlier. I feel like the better at communicating I am, the easier my life becomes. And I actually find like most of your pent up negative experiences come from a place of lack of communication. So let's say if like, I don't know, Kane was annoyed about something with me because we hadn't. It's normally always down to this never happens for the record, but it's always down to a communication issue. And actually, most of the time, we're both experiencing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But we haven't just gone, "Hey, Kane, actually, the way you spoke to me the other day, I didn't really like," and he'll probably go, "You know what? The way you spoke to me, I didn't really like either." Do you know what I mean? And then we go, "Oh, shit, dope. There's a mutual ground." And I find that most of your negative experiences come from a place of just not talking. And another example is like work. You get flustered about something because you haven't done something on time, but you could just text the client and go, "Hey, this is what's up. I'm going to be a few days late." And they normally go, "Yeah, no worries."
Yeah.
And then it's just done.
You
All that
build it
negative
up in your
experience,
head.
Yeah.
it's exactly that.
Yeah.
And so the more I openly talk about my experiences, the easier my life becomes. And my
I like that.
expectations of values. This is what I expect from you, and this is the values that I'm carrying forward. Feel free to match it.
Fair.
Good one.
I like that one.
I like that one
That's
too.
a good one. That's a good lesson. That's a life lesson.
Life lesson. Tasmanian.
What's me?
Why am I singing it?
He's a singer.
Come on.
Sounds so cute.
Is that your
Sounds
New
like
Year's
it.
resolution?
Oh.
How did you know? Okay, we'll dive into that later.
Sorry.
Come back to me.
Biggest lesson. I've got two. One within dancing and one within life.
All right, let's do life first because that's way more important than dance.
Okay. Well, it's quite an easy one. That
That's a subtle good comment. I like that.
Real.
Real.
really, I am such an overthinker. Like
No shit,
Kate
Sherlock.
knows. Kate literally
Jesus.
gets the brunt of my overthinking. And recent events have led me to discover that life really isn't that serious. Like not to sweat the little things. And I know everyone says that, but when you actually realise and understand it, life becomes a lot less stressful. And everything, you kind of care about stuff more because it's not like so fickle. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you're not just stressing about it because you're like, oh, I'm actually going to dive into that, like what I actually care about that thing. Yeah. And then dance wise is just like another thing that Kay knows. I'm an emotional person. And lots of like through the whole of my training, lots of people would be like, oh, like suck it up, you'll be fine. Like, don't show your emotion. But I've actually learnt that like, that's one of my biggest strengths as a dancer.
Fuck yeah.
So that's something I've learnt this year.
If you can channel that emotion into something good, then
Yeah,
it's the best thing
exactly.
ever.
I think that's like that comes with maturity as well. Because obviously when I went to college, I was 16, so I was just like a big ball of
hot mess.
a big ball of emotion. I was like, ah. But now I've kind of learnt to use it to my strength, and I love that about me now. So
It's dope.
Good life lessons. Lessons by Tasmanian.
go Nina, go.
I think
This chair's killing my life.
me saying no to things more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel it, like I used to go through life all the time, like going, oh yeah, I'll do that. Like if someone goes, oh, should we do this? Should we do this? And it's like to me, it's like, it's not a big issue. But like, if I really think about it, it's like, but do I really want to do this? Do I really need to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the grand scheme of things, they're not going to get totally crazy and blow my head off if I say no.
Yeah.
And then and also you'll be resenting it on a deeper
Yeah.
undertone.
I think it's, and then like going to the sense of just looking at regret and not regretting anything.
Yeah.
The choices that I make. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Caney boy.
I feel like mine's the same every time we have any kind of conversation like this, but mine's to like learn that the human side of me has to come first.
Yeah.
Because like
You've been better at that lately.
Like, well, since September, I've taught like 7 days a week, and I've not been putting the human side of me first. And like, I was really struggling to be motivated, to be happy, to have energy to do it, to be able to pour all my efforts into 700 dancers a week or whatever the fuck I teach. Like, to give them all my everything is so hard when I'm not getting it. Not that I'm not getting anything back, but like, I feel like I'm constantly emptying my cup every
There's
day.
nothing to pour from.
but there's not enough time for me to refill it again, to empty it.
Yeah.
And that's been my biggest challenge. So like I've cancelled one day's teaching from January, which was the hardest decision to make. And I know that sounds so ridiculous to people because they'll be like, bro, you still teach 6 days a week. But like, to me, that's hard because like, I think of people who, or not even people, I think of young me at 24 who, you know, yeah, I had a great dance career and I was working for loads of artists, but financially I wasn't in the position that I am now.
Yeah.
Like it's the first time, and I'm by no means rich. I'm by no means like make loads of money, but I'm stable and I can make a comfortable living from dance. And I don't know how many people can say that. So for having worked so hard to get to this place where I'm like, I have 7 days a week work. Like how many dancers can say that?
Yeah.
I work 7 days
And
a
enjoyable
week.
work as well.
And I
Yeah.
like it. Do you know what I mean? And no, it's not all performing for these huge artists, but when those opportunities come to do a movie or something, I can do it. But I have 7 days a week that I like and that I enjoy in this dancing. So to remove one of them was really hard because I go, fuck, like, what if I'm losing something and I can't get it back?
Yeah.
Or what if I need it in the future?
Yeah.
That's quite scary to me. That's quite a daunting feeling. But I had to realize that everything else is going to suffer
Yeah.
if
was
I
gonna
don't.
say that.
And then my overall experience of everything is going to be negative. So yeah, I guess my biggest lesson would be to create time and space to fill up my cup before I keep emptying this
Human
bitch.
cane.
Yeah, Human Cane. It always comes back to Human Cane.
Yeah.
Human Cane's a lovely guy, but he's exhausted.
He's tired.
He's exhausted. Doesn't get any love. Well, no, I
Biggest
do though
love.
because I get it from my job. That's the balance. Is like
Yeah.
my fulfillment does come from work, whereas most people don't.
Would say
Yeah.
And that's what makes it harder decision making because it's like there's an equal love for what you do. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
most people would love to probably have an extra day off for no reason.
Do you know one thing
know?
I've really struggled with? The more I've taught though, like the more I teach, is trying to relate to people who, or to dancers or people who are trying to make it in this entertainment industry, trying to relate to them when they say they want to be something, but their actions don't match it.
Yeah.
That's been that's been a real struggle for me.
That's been a lesson for me this year is watch people's actions, not watch people's words.
Because I'll sit and I'll be like, what do you want to be? And they're like, I want to do this job. And I go, cool, what do you want to, how do you do that? And they go like, I do these lessons. Yeah, that's the bare minimum. Like, what are you doing to like make that happen? Like a student said to me the other day, like, how come you're so good? And I was like, no. And I said, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Like,
First off.
thank you. I am good, but I don't think I'm great. I think I'm good. But you think I'm good because I'm better than you. And I'm better than you because I put in more effort than you.
Yeah.
The issue here is I've retired, semi-retired performing. That's not my objective in life anymore. I've achieved what I want to achieve, mostly. But you're still trying to achieve it. And I'm still working harder than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the lesson to take. Like, you're still not putting as much work in or as effort as I am, yet I've achieved it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I really struggle to relate to them when they're like, oh, I want to do all these things, but you're really good and I'm never going to be as good as you. I'm like, well, no, you're not, because
you're not doing the work.
I'm teaching you and I'm putting in 10 times more effort. Or like, you know what I mean? And like, students will say to me like, oh, like these people are injured, this person's this, or I've got a bad this, I've got a bad that, and injuries happen. And I said to them, how many times do you come into like a college environment, or do you go to take class and the person who's meant to be teaching you tells you they're having a bad day so they can't teach, or tells you they're injured so they can't show you something, or they tell you that they don't feel very well so they're not going to teach you today? And they're like, it doesn't. I went, and that's why they're professionals. That's why they've made it. Because you don't know what that person's going through, that teacher that you think has it all on a plate and sorted. But like, we struggle too. Like, I was telling a bunch of students, they were like, oh, we're so tired. And I went, how many hours have you danced this week? And they were like, we do three to 4 lessons every day. I went, cool, I teach 6.
Yeah.
I was like, and that week I taught 43 hours without a day off in 3 weeks. And I said, so you can't moan to me that you're tired. Like, you can't, because you're not working. There's nowhere near you. No way you're working as hard as I am, because you can't even get through my warm up, and I do it 6 times a day. Like, like
I can't even get through your wall.
like, you know what I mean? Like, and they were like, I was like, the difference is, I just get on with it.
Yeah.
And they were like, you must be exhausted. And I was like,
Yeah. It's called caffeine.
and they were like, and
Caffeine and
literally
passion.
her own words were like, you would never know. I know.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm professional.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why you're not yet. But you need to figure out how to mask that. Do you know what I mean? And then people be like, yeah, but you need to figure out when you're doing too much, and you need to take time to relax. It's like
common narrative.
It's like we've highlighted, like, yes, rest is important. Of course, it's important. But if you all rest, the person who rests the least and works the hardest is the one that's going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I think there has been this kind of narrative.
Was it like toxic? As they call it, like toxic work ethic or toxic hard work, or like trying to make it a toxic thing. That's not a toxic thing. Like Michael Jordan, toxic? No, the greatest of all time. Kobe Bryant, toxic? No, the greatest of all time. Messi, toxic? No, the greatest of all time. Beyonce, toxic? No, the greatest of all time. We use it and we try and make it a negative because we're not willing to do it.
And that is the narrative of everything at the moment. Is like, let's pass on our insecurities, and you have to accept our insecurities and change to that, rather than us change to what should be expected from society and teachings.
You know what I mean? Like that's been real hard for me this year because I've taught so much. It's such a common thing.
Have you found it change, like, in recent years?
COVID.
Have you seen?
I'm fucking telling you, COVID. That is when everything just went, we're blaming everyone else but ourselves. We created a codependency on hierarchy, I think. Big social issues. So that was I said that way passionate.
Yeah, you were in it.
No, but this is something I've been thinking about a lot.
I think it's happened. I mean, I've noticed it within people way before COVID.
Yeah.
But I just think it's becoming more
accepted.
It's more of it's like a hall pass to say, like, I'm tired or I'm mentally drained. So we go, you should go home and rest.
Something I've been thinking about lately is how we...
Or work smarter.
Yeah.
If you can't work harder, work smarter. Like, stop going out on the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, prioritize it. Like, watch this. How often do you go out? Never. How often do you go out? Never. How often do you say you're too tired to work? Never.
Do we have any friends?
No.
I was about to say, how often do I get the opportunity to go out? Never.
No, but like, and I'm not saying that it's right, because you should also be able to feel your human aspect. But that's why you have so much energy to invest into your craft, into the thing you're trying to do, right? Because you're not wasting that energy elsewhere. And, you know, wasting, I don't mean wasting it would mean going out, because sometimes that's fulfilling you in a different way that dance can't, maybe. But like, are you going out just because everyone else is going out?
Yeah.
Like, do you need to go out? Like, all the people that I notice are the ones that, like, even in like educational environments, the ones that thrive aren't the ones that are partying every weekend. Like, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing to party, because, bitch, I love a party. But if you can't put in the... I was like, bitch. I was like, bitch,
Please screenshot.
I love a kiki. But, like, I party on my own in my house with a bottle of wine.
Me at 1 a.m.
And text Jake at 1 a.m. Like, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, jamming. Like, what are you doing? Watching dance videos, drinking wine. Like, I love a party, but I can still get up and put in the work the next day. And the moment it gets to the point where I can't, that's where you go.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about, like, working smarter. Because I do get the fact that, like, people, you do need rest, but if you can do it in a way that still promotes, like, your hard work ethic. Because if you're tarnishing that because you're resting so much, I get your point, but I also get that sometimes people have, well, burnout. They have the wrong balance of that hard work ethic, which then gets rid of all their hard work because then they burn out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it is getting that, like, healthy balance and knowing yourself as, like, well, for us as an artist, knowing, like, what limits you can push yourself to get to that next level without them making, it's like snakes and ladders, without making yourself go 10 steps back.
And then some people, I'm like, yo, you actually need to go out and party.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go out and experience a good time so you can know what it's like to have fun. Like, I can't get you to smile and two-step.
Like, you're cancelled.
Like, fun fact, weekends were only made in the early 1900s.
Here we go.
But that
and we should go back to no weekends, guys.
Wait, sorry, guys, thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe. Follow me at Mr. Ball Change and at the Ins and Outs podcast. One love.
And the reason I say that is they're a weekend culture, as if to say we should only work 5 and rest 2, when it's only like 100-year-old culture. So what the fuck did everyone else do for the last?
Yeah, but now what's this?
200,000 years.
But what's the new thing that they're talking about making a 4-day week?
Yeah, I've heard
But
that.
I kind of agree
Yeah,
with it
I-
within
Oh, it's
certain
1840s.
realms.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I think
I'm the
it's
same.
good. Like I think it's great if you're pursuing something you don't love.
yeah. Teachers love it.
Do you know what I mean? Like I think it's great if you're pursuing
Yeah.
something you don't love, and if you don't want to be miserable.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing a job that you don't like and your week is consumed with,
That.
I don't know what percentage it is, Jake will work it out, like 5 days a week of misery for 2 days a week of happiness, then actually you're only getting 2 days a week of happiness is probably not going to increase your happiness within your work capacity. So you're probably not going to be as good at your job. But if you add another day of fun, then maybe over those 4 days you've had enough time to fill up your cup that you can put more effort into your job and be better at the outcome. However, we love what we do.
I was going to say we don't have what. Yeah,
So I'm like,
there's no
bitch,
difference.
give me 8 days.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, give me an extra day.
Like,
and
No,
I'll
it's
do
not
well.
like-
8 days. I just want like 28 hours a day. Do you need an extra 4? Because I think like my sleep to waking
Nah,
ratio.
see, but this is where I disagree because
Okay.
our brains right now go, then we'll sleep more.
Yeah,
We won't.
No.
And you won't.
No, because I
No,
know.
an extra day would be better.
Yeah.
No,
a
because
whole
I
extra
know
day.
I can work an extra 4 hours a day on the same level of sleep.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah, but
not.
But wouldn't you want a whole extra day?
Because you'd need that extra sleep
You
because
could
of those
still
4
have-
hours.
But okay, give me 1 extra hour sleep and 3 hours extra work. I'm good.
Yeah, fair play.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Because I feel like the sleep to energy levels are fine.
What do you think would change?
In what?
Like within that.
I think I could do more human Jake. That'd be nice.
Ah,
okay.
Do you know what I
okay.
mean?
Do you think your eyes would still look this tired?
That's genetics, baby.
Interesting.
That's genetics.
Okay, so what is your goals for next year?
Before we go into that one,
Okay.
did you guys set a goal for this year and adhere to it? And then we can go on to your question.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Oh no.
No, I
Yeah,
can't
it's-
say I wrote one down that I.
I mean, yeah, go on.
No, I was just like, I don't think I'd like to do that this year, but I don't think last year I kind of sat down and kind of thought about the year and thought what I'd like to achieve, because I think next year that would be nice to do that and come back at the end of the year, come round, but also then that put the pressure on, like feeling like you're constantly failing because you're not living up to that.
Well, this is an interesting conversation in the sense of there's this idea like if you say, right, I'm going to clean my house in 2 hours, you'll probably do it in 2 hours. But if you said, I'm going to clean my house in 8 hours,
You'll do it. in
You'll
the
take
first
8.
2
Yeah.
hours.
what you could do in 2, you take an 8. So it's like, does this work in like life goal setting? I'm going to be,
Like monthly setting instead of yearly setting.
yeah, like
Ma-
I'm gonna lose 10 pounds in 3 months, rather than I'm gonna lose 10 pounds this year, because you can lose 10 pounds in 3 months. Do you know what I mean? And healthy and sustainably.
What's that book?
I'm just using this as an example.
12-week year or something.
4-hour work week by Tim Ferriss.
Oops.
There it is.
Was that it?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Shame. That would have been really
Yo,
good. If
I
it
was like, I know this shit. Come on, hand on knee, ain't nothing.
I love Nina went, oh, anyone, is that it?
No.
Let him keep going.
Yeah,
No.
no. Not even
Shut
remotely
down.
close, Jacob.
But do you know what I mean? Like, by setting a goal, are you more likely to achieve it quicker, rather than feel like you're a
I
constant
like
failure?
that.
Interessant. Maybe I'll try it. Well, I'm
Interessant.
going to try it and see what happens.
Come on, so okay,
Don't put me on the spot now to decide one, but
okay, Nina,
Decide
did you
right
set
now.
anything this year?
Probably not, because I thought I was going on tour.
Fair play. Stuck to the heart.
That was hard as well. I heard that here.
hey, that's hard work, guys. Yeah, I'm talking.
Yeah. Wounded.
Mr. Bull change. I know what one of yours was.
Well, one of both of ours was to release a podcast episode every week, which we
Didn't happen.
miserably failed
Do you know why we miserably failed?
because we were working so hard on our other things we were trying to
Because
achieve,
we were succeeding elsewhere.
which I don't think is a good excuse.
No, but I think that's a fair reason that we were I mean, you were on film, and that you
Well,
can't-
that was the first like sway away from it happening,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it? Because I feel like
we
until
slipped out of
May,
habit.
until like end of May, we were on it,
Yeah.
and then once the film started, it was like a landslide away.
Well, I think we still released like some like 30, maybe 40 episodes this year.
How many weeks there in a year?
52.
52.
I think it was about 40.
We'll have a look. But yeah, that's my one that I didn't really adhere to. But then my others, I feel like they were just invest in the program, which I mean, I would say that's been 90% of my year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if it's not like time wise, it's because obviously my
Yeah.
other things, it's always mentally in my brain thinking, how do I make it a better product? How do I be better at it? How do I keep expanding without ruining the core foundation of it? And then my other thing, I think, was probably just working on Human Cane, wasn't it? Which ups and downs, highs and lows. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. I think one was a new car. I think I remember saying
it was a
that
new
my
car.
New Year's resolution was to get a new car.
And that came through.
And do you remember? And you were like, "You're so materialistic," something like that. And I did that.
Dope.
So yeah. What were yours?
Mine was to listen better,
Do you
which
think
goes
you-
in line with the communication thing, which I spoke about today. So I guess I did that
Yeah.
to some level.
Mm.
Like, be like true listener rather than listening to say what I want to say. Listen to hear what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because sometimes we just listen to the point that we know how to reply rather than listen to understand what that person's trying to say.
Yeah, I did that first one
Yeah.
quite a lot.
We all do. Like, it's
Yeah.
something that I learned on a life coaching course. Is that we don't actually truly listen. We just listen enough to say what we want to say.
Yeah,
To,
it's true.
to
It's
direct
so
the
true.
conversation towards what we want to put across.
I read something earlier where it was like every time someone asks you a question, wait 2 to 3 seconds before you respond, so you have time to actually register what they
Process it,
say.
yeah.
And then I was like, but if I said to you, so what do you want to do tomorrow? And you went,
I don't know.
I think we should go and get a Nando's. I'll be like, what else is he thinking?
I was like,
Like,
are you okay?
I would be so suspect. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but also,
did you
how
watch
would it
any
be
of
if you
that?
went, what do you want to do tomorrow? Nando's. You'd be like, that bitch wants Nando's. He's crazy.
I know. Assertive, you know what he wants. Like, but like, did you watch like any of the like Johnny Depp and Amber
Amber
Heard shit?
No.
Like,
yeah,
anytime
I was
any-
invested in that. To be
I
fair.
didn't because it was so slow. But it's because Johnny Depp, like every time he speaks, they ask him a question, he'd be like, "So, I think that
Fast forward.
when we were in the house, and I think I was downstairs." I was like, "Bitch, get it out."
But you got to. Like, if you're on court, bro.
Yeah, I know, but like you know, like it's
choose your
that-
words.
But all I kept thinking was I
Which
wasn't
is something
listening.
that we don't
Yeah.
do
I
on the
was not
podcast.
listening to a word that motherfucker was
Word
saying.
vomit.
I could because I had so much time to think in between his speaking.
In between his speak.
Something that I learned kind of on topic with this. So remember this court case I talked about earlier is to always respond like a day later once the emotional sides come down. Do you know what I mean? Like, so many
Ghost those bitches.
Ghost everyone.
But like,
Leave
how
them on
often?
unread.
How often do you like if someone like a boss or something hits you up and you go, you start fucking
Yeah.
texting him back and then you read it back and go, oh, delete.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's something that I learned is to write that message out, delete it, put your phone down, write it again later.
Nice.
Just so you can get it out and then you delete it straight away and then
Nice.
write back in.
I do that. I want to respond to stuff straight away when it's like that. And Georgia always says, "This doesn't mean you need to respond right now.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
think about it for a sec." And I'm like, "But I need to tell them now."
How much they piss
and
me
she-
off.
And she's like, "No, think about what you're gonna say." And like, she has a thing like, sorry, babe, but she'll like any like time she has to write something important, she writes it in her notes.
Yeah, I do that as
So
well.
she'll write it in her notes, then she'll double check all the grammar and everything, and then she'll make sure it makes sense. She'll read it like 3 times, then she'll send it. So you can't send it and then it doesn't make sense because
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you're not even going to be taken seriously. Me to a T. Every note, not one sentence makes sense. But
That's what Georgia's for.
yeah. But like when I see her do it, I'm always like, how have you got time for that? I could have sent 19 messages by now. But I understand why, because when it's important, you want it to be
You
the
gotta be
right the first
precise.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be crazy like that as a kid. Like in schoolwork, like if it was like a nice pretty project, I'd do it all in pencil first.
And then, oh my
and then
God.
I'd go over it all in ink and like coloured
Oh,
things. to
no
make
way.
it
Can't
I
bully
just- I
people
just
like
start-
you in school.
I never bullied them.
Wasn't
Never
me.
bullied them. Just wasn't very nice to them. Oh, I got
Facts.
bullied. I was the bully. Bullier. No,
Bullied?
I was bullied
Hey, James.
in school. I wasn't the
Bullied?
bully. I was ginger and I danced, bro.
Yeah.
Like, wow, wild. I got a question for you. Who do you think is the greatest male artist of all time?
That's so random. I thought you were going to ask
Of
the
all
question about
time.
next
I
year's
might get
goals.
cancelled for this.
Oh, did we not do them yet?
We didn't do a bit.
We'll come back to them.
Greatest male artist.
Yeah, of all time.
We're doing sing it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, fucking Picasso.
I was going to say Picasso, bro.
Van Gogh.
Mine. Well, controversial now, but Michael Jackson, all day, every day. But that's just because I grew up like when I was like in nappies. My dad would have Michael Jackson on the TV.
I think
like,
he's
all the time.
most definitely the most influential.
Yeah, for sure.
For good and bad.
Obviously, yeah. There's been some. I'm not talking about all the choices that have been made, but as an
He
artist,
definitely influenced.
as an artist on stage,
Yeah, we
I
don't
think-
off stage. We don't agree with.
yeah. Let's not
But
continue
on
to that.
stage,
On stage.
yo, I'm with you.
Sorry.
He's not my favorite, but I do think he is the most. Like
Okay.
he's had the biggest wow factor right out of everyone.
Yeah, I know he. Well,
Well, no, hers is 100% correct.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but hers is correct. My favorite is Justin Timberlake,
Mm.
but with a very close second of Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah.
But I think Michael would be probably the most influential of all time, right? Because he's influenced everything after him.
Mm-hmm.
But for me,
Yeah,
like,
you take the likes of Chris Brown. I mean, it is so influenced by MJ.
yeah. But then if we go like Elvis, you think of like the first, or the first that we know or recognize as a global superstar, white male artist to use black culture.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
Okay.
what I mean? To use black music,
Yeah.
I feel like without him, would have we had all these things after?
Got you.
Because he was the first one to take that, take the bullet. I should
Yeah.
say he was the one that was obviously got lots of praise and stuff, but actually he also got a lot of backlash from it.
I suck at these sort of questions. I'm go.
Michael would have been mine as well. Just
Michael.
because,
But you have
Yo.
such a personal connection to that one as well.
yeah, that's just
Too
why
personal.
I started. Don't know, not a personal connection. I can clarify that just to.
She's a
Nina's
girl.
releasing an autobiography next year.
She's a girl. She was safe.
Wow, we're getting very anti-political very quickly.
Truth joke. What's yours then?
I honestly, I don't really.
What bum Gangnam Style? What?
Yeah, what was he called again?
What is?
I always want to say Jeong King, but that's the Korean president. That's the Korean president.
It's not like I can't.
Oh,
remember what
I
you
don't
would.
know.
Uh,
But yeah.
Psy.
Psy.
Yeah, that's it.
Psy.
There you go.
Oh god, yeah, it's him.
Whoop,
Him.
whoop, whoop.
He started memes, didn't he? He was he was probably the reason why TikTok's here. I don't actually. I suck at these questions because I never have a favorite anything, in terms of like artist or music or whatever.
Favorite
I mean, you can
colour?
just think about who's the most.
Purple.
What would you say?
Favorite
Oh,
colour.
purple. It is purple. Let's go.
I'm a real
It's true,
boyfriend.
bro, man.
Because each like how do you call someone like the GOAT or whatever if they've never been like the same same demographic, same age,
Same
same
genre,
time.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you look at like
Gira, that was
like you
genre
could so
and
easily
era
see
at the same
kind
time.
of Chris Brown was the next one after MJ sort of thing because of how much he's influenced, and then Elvis Presley before. Do you know what I mean? It's like if they were side by side, do they still match with the same level of influence?
Yeah, it's like when people say
Yeah.
who's the GOAT, Kobe or Michael Jordan, and you're like,
When
well,
they
that's
never-
not the same conversation.
do you know
Or
Mike
like,
Tyson versus someone else? Do you know what I mean? It's like
Muhammad Ali, and it's like
exactly
it doesn't work that way.
because it's changed. So yeah, that's my answer.
Mm.
Boring.
Okay, so what was my question we didn't ask? What's your goals for next
I'll
year?
take off next year.
Whoa.
To be a better me.
I should have had more time to think about this. That was really good.
To be better than I was this year.
Zoom in on that.
To be a better human and a better dancer. And make sure I listen to every Ins and Outs podcast.
Oh, let's go.
Twice.
Plug
Twice.
City, bitch. Twice. Just because we need the views, please give us the views. Tasmanian.
Well, you've had time to think about this question.
I got
You
mine.
were the
Actually,
ones
come
who
on.
asked
I'm
it,
gonna
so-
I'm gonna go.
I've asked it, but I've not even thought about it. But I do know mine.
Go.
From a work perspective,
Yeah.
mine is to try and be better this year with the podcast than we were last year or
Yeah.
this year. I'm not going to say I would do it every week, but I want to say I want to be better as in deliver a better product. And disclaimer, that doesn't necessarily mean more regular, more consistent, but a better product.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we deliver is the best that we can make it, as opposed to churning out an 80% version of us
Yeah.
to try and churn out an 100%
Because we were definitely
version.
just doing episodes for the sake of doing episodes.
Oh yeah,
At the beginning.
because content is king, right? That's what we're told. Like, just create content.
Yeah.
But I want to make more just better content.
And I want to lean into our short form content more as well.
What?
Short form content, like
You
Instagram.
you can't get shorter. I'm a comedian.
And good night.
And then my other one would be I want to try and take the training program outside of where it is right now
Yeah,
and try and make it
Ooh.
do it in different.
I planted this seed 6 months ago, and he was like, "No."
Because I didn't feel like I was ready for that yet.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make sure that I
Seed.
understand my product enough
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I get it. I
and
do
what
get
I'm trying to do it for and how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my other work one. And then on a personal level is to utilize my day off on the Thursday that I have with my fiance and be a real good fiance and a good dog dad and try not to think about work. Keyword being try.
Yeah, Jacob got this idea.
Yeah.
Nina,
Until
Nina,
she falls asleep.
Nina, Nina.
Like, be more daring with like creative choice and like
Dye your
talking to
hair.
people. So like, if I want to like,
Go bald.
what did you? I did
I
not.
said dye your hair.
Her hair's lovely.
Shave your head.
But like, if
Do it, Brittany.
I have an idea to like work with someone and I know them a little bit, but not that much, just shoot a shot.
Yeah.
What's the saying? Closed mouths don't get fed. Come on now, we preached this a lot last year.
Who said that?
Jay-Z
He did to Kanye.
to Kanye.
Jesus. Genius. I like that.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot. Be more
Shoot your
daring.
shot. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your load.
You ready for me? You're going to
I mean,
fucking
shot.
laugh at mine.
Grow.
So, for me, my ultimate fear...
Stop banging your phone.
Wait,
Sorry, I'm fucking twitchy over here.
your fear.
Ultimate fear.
We didn't ask you your fear. We asked you your goal.
It links.
Okay.
Is to sing in front of other people.
Really?
That fucking petrifies
Sing
me.
right now.
No.
Come on.
No.
Why?
Because
He did
I'm
it.
not
Did you
ready.
not hear it?
Just sing happy
He sang my
birthday.
name, hasn't
Sing happy birthday. Go.
no.
Go on. It's a good start.
This is I
Hang
don't
on,
like
it's not
hey,
2023 yet.
this
Give
goes
us a manager.
this goes
There's
Like,
3 of
I'm
us
not-
and 7 listeners.
and one of them's Nina. So what? Like I don't even sing happy birthday at parties. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm so like that's how deep it goes. And this goes like back like years ago. As an example, like I was scouted for Fulham football when I was a teenager, and I faked being ill for 2 out of the 4 sessions because I was so scared of being like put on the spotlight.
Were you afraid they're gonna ask you to sing?
No, I'm saying like
Oh.
this is carried across to every element of my life is
Yeah.
being afraid to be on the spotlight. So for me, if I can get to the point of being able to sing in front of other people, I feel like I could do anything. And the goal isn't to be able to sing in front of people. It's the goal is to be able to do anything. And I feel like if I can conquer that fear,
Yes.
then I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Nice. I like
I
that.
like
So that's
that.
my goal. So I'm gonna try and
Okay, so
that's-
by when? When's your time?
No,
when are we
do you know-
hearing
no,
you
no,
sing?
no.
When we're just
Remem-
gonna put a reel out of Jake just singing.
What you
That's
did to
what's
Martha? Do you
happening.
remember when you on Martha you said, "Give me a time and a date. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
make
yeah.
you accountable." Right back at
like
you.
so my
Bitch.
first singing lesson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Singing
Have you booked it in yet?
He's going full.
I actually like really want to like.
I know some
learn-
dope singing teachers.
No, it has to be someone. Oh yeah, okay, maybe we'll talk about this anyway. But like,
No, I know
t-
some. Why do you use
I'm
Ross?
really nervous
I was
Why
gonna
didn't you
say
use
Ross.
because I know him. It can't be someone I know.
Oh, he'd be the best, dude.
Yeah,
can't-
he
can't be someone
would.
He'd be the best, and you're a better
Oh.
dancer than him. I was joking, Ross. I love you. Ross is actually fantastic, but you
He
were
is.
the worst person I've taught. But he knows
But like
this.
the whole process like fills me with utter dread. Like even thinking about like hiring a singing teacher.
I
fills me
genuinely
with
think
dread.
Ross would be phenomenal for you.
I know, but I
Yeah.
know him. it
What if
can't
I
be.
come with you?
I'll
Even
come with
worse.
you. I'll come
Even
with
worse.
you.
No.
No, even worse.
Come on, we'll both be like me, 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 me. You'll be like you.
Yeah, it fills me with dread. So that is like
Sick.
that's what I want to do.
That's good. That's it. That's your only goal for 2023.
The other one is to get a second commercial property, but that's like that's such a opportunity basis. So like
There's
I
not-
can't force it
You
because
can't
I can only
timeline that bit.
I can only react to what comes in front of me.
Fair play.
Do you know what I mean? And there was something that happened quite recently, which was very close, but I think I'm putting out of it.
Good boy.
Can I
Um,
throw out another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to try a new hobby.
Go on.
Just something completely different.
Come rock climbing
outside.
with me.
What?
Come rock climbing with me.
Bro, if you think it's
I'd
far for
die.
you to fall, think how far it is for him.
Wait.
Like, she's even shorter than you. But I do think
Yeah.
you'd be good at rock climbing, actually.
The perfect height is 5'7", apparently, for rock climbing.
You're shorter than that.
I am.
So he's gonna break.
So
He's gonna break the stereotype.
No,
I
us
changed
together.
Wikipedia to his height.
I was like, you said it like I'm perfect for it. And I was like,
No. I'm showing that's the perfect height.
Yeah, I'm not that.
I'm 5'8".
Chop an inch
Damn
off.
it!
Damn it.
Could've
Otherwise, I'd
found
have
your new
tried.
thing. On Thursdays.
Yeah.
Thursdays.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
thank
So
you.
no, but sorry. What do you think in your hobby?
Yeah, what's the hobby?
I don't know.
Sewing.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't say fucking sewing.
Fake.
Hey, I think so.
I don't know if I want to do
Alright,
like
Nan.
a sport or something, some different sport.
Do you know what if you did like something physical, which would
Gymnastics.
that's what I was gonna say, which would carry across into your dance training.
I'd love to get back to gymnastics.
She did gymnastics.
I did adult gymnastics. It's actually really fun, but it does scare me because I'm like injury.
Yeah, but you just
gym's
be
so prone to
yeah,
that.
but just be safe. Don't be a bell end.
Can't
Like,
guarantee.
you know-
Can't guarantee.
No, but let's be fair. Like the videos I've seen of you at gymnastics, it's not like you've got a professional stood by you helping you back tucks. You're all like, let's just try it.
Whoopsie.
Like you run and bounce off the trampette. Like so,
We're
of
actually
course,
a nightmare.
of course, you're going, oh, injuries. Yeah, bitch, you don't know what you're doing. Like
We're
it'd
like,
be
I'm
like
sure it'll work.
it'd be like buying a car and being like, fuck lessons.
I sent a message. I'm like, look what I did today, and you're like, how the hell have you learned how to do that? Like, chuck yourself and try it. But yeah, no, gymnastics is good because that obviously goes into.
The
Yeah.
carry
Massive
across would be
carry
cool,
across.
and it'd be great for like
about
understanding
boxing?
body awareness.
That's quite good for.
Let all my
Walk
anger
into
out.
auditions with black eyes. Great idea.
Hey, not if you're good.
You're still going to get a
What,
black
this
eye.
midget just walking in like,
You just duck everything. I'll just be over your head.
Don't know if you're
I
allowed
don't even need to duck.
don't know if you're allowed to say that word anymore.
Oh.
Cancelled. No, I think that's a dope one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
really cool.
If you go gymnastics, I'll come.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, what
I
time?
used to be dope at gymnastics.
I believe you. You're gonna cancel rock climbing.
Yeah.
Can get new friends as well.
I would say I would come gymnastics with you, but I'm lying.
You never came to gymnastics with
Yep, and how many times did I say I'd come?
nonce.
None. Do you know why? Because I know I won't.
One day.
I will if it's like on my doorstep.
Yeah, I know
And
that's
I've
the
got
thing.
time.
Yeah, do you have to travel
But
far?
I'm not traveling to Oxford and I'm not traveling to Bristol to do a backflip that I can do in a room down the road.
Okay.
All right then. Not gonna.
And I'm gonna be rubbish.
No, little B-boy Kane.
That's good.
You were even on a movie.
Expired.
Expired. After this next film.
Yeah. Expired. Definitely expired. Yeah, go on. New goals.
Immediate goals for me. I'm currently in rehab, not rehab for my body.
Yeah. She's
I'm
obsessed.
rehabbing. I'm coming back from
Caffeine addiction.
from some serious
That's
stuff. So that's like my immediate goal. That's like at the moment all my energy. You all know me. I'm a driven person, and I like to put all my energy into something. So at the moment, my immediate goal is to get better so I can dance again. But I think also, like as a general, once that happens, because it will happen,
Speak your truth.
is to go into next year like unapologetically, not apologising for anything or any steps that I
Nice.
make.
Which is good because you do apologise a lot for nothing.
I do. So that's my plan, and I feel like that will then help with everything as a whole. But obviously, like you can set, like we were saying, you can set like, oh, I want to do this job next year. But obviously, that's just something that's not a general thing. But yeah, it's a general thing to go in
That's good.
unapologetically and to be able to dance again.
Yeah. You can dance now. Look,
Whoa. Yeah.
there you go. Harry Potter. Me and Jake, well, I think we said it on another episode, but we want to try stand-up comedy.
No, you want to stand up.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'll just sit here and cheer in the back. I'll be the guy in songs who repeats every other word.
I just need you to like whatever I do.
Yeah, but you need him to
even
bully.
Yeah, or even if it's not
You just
funny.
need to stand next to him.
Even if it's not funny, I just need him to be like,
You remember we were talking about short form content?
yeah. Like I just need him there just to pop a giggle when no one else does. I'm like, thank you very much, sir.
Just have my cackle in the back.
Yeah, you're all invited, but only if you laugh and cheer.
Of course, always.
Are you gonna do it? Time frame?
When the time's right.
Time frame?
I don't have
Time
one. I'm a
frame?
very busy life.
Whoa.
When it fits in my lifestyle, when it feels right.
He's always a comedian.
But I'll do it one day. I said to you, did I say it to you the other day? Like sometimes when I'm teaching, I feel like I'm a stand-up comic, and I'll say a joke and it'll hit with one class perfectly, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to try and twist it for the next one. So I'm going to say it a little bit different, and it doesn't land, and I'm like, okay,
Ouch.
we'll try it like that, and I'll try it with the next class, and it'll land even better. And I get by the end of the day, I'm like, I'm funny as fuck.
This is why I teach.
This is why I teach. Yeah, good times.
Good times. That's been quite a long podcast.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
I heard that on YouTube algorithms, you're meant to just end episodes. Just like that.
So people
3,
think
2, 1.
Bye. Merry